Hey YouTube, welcome back to have this problem that it's one of the problems actually. Like this new pattern is repeatedly have been seen in a lot of interviews, that you read the problem and you think that this problem is pretty hard, but when you start to break this problem, you start to break it down into small sentence, and you just try to read it slowly and slowly, you will discover that this problem is really easy. So let's read the problem, and let's just read it. The first time we'll just read it, and after that the second time we'll read it slowly, so we'll be able to understand it. So we say, given a string s and an integer k, reserve the first k characters for every 2k characters continuing from the start of the string. If there are fewer than k characters left, reverse all of them. If there are less than 2k but greater than or equal to k characters, then reverse the first k characters and leave the other as original. Like if you just read this problem and thought, what's going on? It looks quite complicated. That's normal. It takes me a while to understand it. So let's just try to break it down to make it easier. So let's just try to note everything. So given a string is an integer k, so we have s and k, as we can see, s and k. We want to reverse the first k characters. First, we want to reverse first k characters. Let's call it char. Okay. We want to reverse the first k characters for every 2k characters counting from start to finish. So we want to reverse the first k characters. For example, we want to reverse the first 2 for every 2k. Like we want to reverse the first 2 for every 2k. So maybe we want to reverse these two things, and maybe we want to, if it's 2, we will make it again for the second. So reverse for every 2k. Okay. If there are fewer than k characters left, reverse all of them. So if we get 2k and we have less than k characters, we reverse. So we reverse all of the string. If left is less than k, reverse all. And if there are less than 2k but greater or equal than k, then reverse the first k characters and leave the other as original. So this one is quite important, because if we find the 2k and the left is equals to k or bigger than k, that we only reverse the first k. Like for this example, we have 2k here, and the left was 3. So because of the left was 3, it's bigger than k. So we only reverse the first 2 characters. So if you can see, BA and all of the characters are staying the same. So it's easy problem, but when you try to understand it, it takes time. Maybe it looks hard at the beginning. So let's just delete this one, and I hope my description was quite good for this problem. So let's just try to delete, and let's just try to see what we can do. First of all, I want to create an array. Let's call it R, and it will be s.split. Okay, and right now we create an array from this string, and based on this array, we will return the values. So we will do first, I will do it like that. I will make a for loop. I will say let start, because we have a start, equals 0. Start less than a dot length start plus equals 2 multiplied by k. Also we have, I guess, yeah, and that's it, I guess. Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess the one that you asking about, this one. So for the first loop, we start to loop through the first two characters, the first key characters, and swap them. And the second loop, we try to loop through the second characters. So because of that, we increase the start multiplied by k. So let's just start to do it. So I will say while, first of all, I want to create some variables. So I'll say let I equals start. I will say let j equals math dot min, give me start plus k minus 1, because I want to know in which index I will end, which end I will end the reversing or the swapping. And we have also the array dot length minus 1, because we said that if the list is less than k, we will just take the full array. So we take this one. Yes, every line will have a specific purpose. And so I'll say while I is less than j, I will start swap. So let temp equals array of I, array of I will equals array of j, array of j will equals temp and I plus plus and j minus minus. And after that, we did the swapping. We join this array, so array dot join, and return this one, and that's it. It's a pretty easy problem, but it's take you quite a little bit time to try to understand it. So in the first thing, there is some tricks in this problem. The first one is this one, because you make sure that in the first loop you're only looping for the first loop, you're looping the first k characters, and we want to loop through the first 2k. And by putting the start and giving it a multiply by 2k, by this way we just make sure that we satisfy all the conditions that we have here. But I will just tell you a great advice for this problem, just to try to see this video more than one time, read the question more than one time. If you find yourself still stuck, just feel free to give me a comment. I will describe it in details. So that's it for this video. Oh, I forgot to submit it. Okay. There is a problem. Okay. Okay, I guess it was good that I submitted, because I can spot the problem. Okay, so I submitted. So feel free to read this one, read this solution. It's actually the official solution also. And if you didn't understand it, give me a comment, tell me what you didn't understand, so maybe I'll just describe it to you more in details, or maybe I'll create a new video for you. So that's it for today's video. I hope my description is quite good. I hope I hope you like my video. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video, and see you in future problems.